Okay, and we're back. Today we're going to be talking about details, okay? So I'm going to add just a couple more buildings really quick, just as a refresher for you. So I start out by drawing vertical lines, okay? I've got the bottom and two sides. I need one more side to finish my rectangle. What type of line is that? Well, it's the front of a building, okay? So it's going to be a vanishing line, but also if I didn't know, these two sides are matching, my top and bottom sides have to match. So I know that this line is a vanishing line, so my top line's a vanishing line. Okay. What do I do with the side? The side is always normal, so horizontal line. So I'm just going to draw a horizontal line here. Okay. Let's draw one more little building back there. And as you go back, the buildings do kind of get harder to draw because there's less space. So I've got started with two vertical lines. If I want to, I'm going to add the side and add a roof line. So I connect the roof with a vanishing line and I draw the horizontal side. Okay, so I've got those buildings all drawn. I'm going to erase out my horizon line. Okay, so I've got 6 buildings here, different sizes. It's working out fine. Now what I'm going to do is add on details. Okay, so let's start with doors. So to draw doors, let me zoom in just a little bit here. Basically, we're drawing miniature buildings. So I'm going to start out by drawing 2 vertical lines, just like I would be if I was starting to draw a building. So I've got 2 vertical lines. The bottom of my door is already drawn. This door is located on the front of a building. Therefore, it has to be connected to the vanishing point. Why? Because anytime you're drawing on the front, it's vanishing lines. If you're drawing on the side, it's normal. Okay? So let me show you that. We've got one door here. I'm going to connect it with a vanishing line. Okay, so there's that door. It's going back in space. It's going with it. If I were to draw a door over here on this side, I do not need it to be fancy. It's going to be just a normal vertical and horizontal lines. Okay. Just make sure your ruler is actually straight. Okay, so we're just going to keep drawing doors on all of our buildings because no one makes a building that doesn't have a door. And again, the further back you go in space, you do want to make sure that the doors are appropriate in size. Okay, so I'm making the doors smaller as they go back. Start with a vertical line, add another vertical line. Okay, we've got 3 sides drawn. Gonna go ahead, draw the top line, which is a vanishing line. Because anytime we're drawing on the front of the building, it's gonna be vertical and vanishing lines. Anytime we're drawing on the side of the building, it's horizontal and vertical, okay? So sides are horizontal and vertical, fronts are vertical and vanishing. If you want to write that down somewhere, it might be helpful for you. Okay, if I were to draw a door over here, would it be a vanishing door or a regular door? What do you think? Well, it is a regular door because it's on the side. So I'm just going to draw a little door over here. Okay, hopefully you're getting the idea here. So now I'm going to start drawing windows. Okay, windows are similar except for we have to draw the bottom line, okay, whereas the bottom line was drawn for us with the doors. So I'm going to start off by drawing, you guessed it, 2 vertical lines, okay, for this window. But then I need to add a top and a bottom line because this is the front of a building, okay, the part, and by front, I mean it's touching this street, okay? This is the side, this is the front. So I need to add 2 vanishing lines this time. Okay, so 2 vertical lines, 2 vanishing lines. Basically, everything on the front is 2 vertical, 2 vanishing. I'm going to draw one more window. Okay, if I were to draw windows on the side of the building over here, I'm gonna make them normal because the side is normal, it's not the front. So I can just draw these windows, okay? And I can do 2 at a time here. Okay, by drawing 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. Okay, hopefully you're getting the idea here. All right, if I were to draw building a window right here, it's on the front, so it'd be vanishing and vertical lines. What about banners and signs? Let's talk about that. So if I want to make this like a really wide, maybe potential sign, I'm going to put 1 line this way. Okay, these are vanishing lines because I'm on the front of my building. And I'm going to finish it with vertical lines. Okay, if I wanted to write something in here, okay, like, I don't know, RHS, maybe this is Raytown High School. I need to make sure my letters touch, okay, appropriately so that they are in perspective. Notice how I didn't draw the H yet? That's because it needs to be a vanishing line since it's a horizontal line. Okay, so I can put a sign like that, okay? If you want to make your windows and doors more realistic, you can add a little ledge to them so they're set back kind of into the building. So let me show you that. So I add a little bottom there. I'm going to add a little top, okay? And that would be my window is kind of set back in space a bit, if that makes sense. Okay, I could shade this so it looks like it's kind of set back into the building. Okay, so that's one option. Go through and shade that again. Okay, I could even have stuff coming off of the windows if I wanted to make it like a little window sill. So let me show you that. So here's my little tiny window. And I want to have like a little flower box that's sitting here, okay? I want to extend out just a bit from the wall, okay? So it would be kind of something like that, okay? All right, hopefully you're getting the idea here. Again, anything on the front has to be in perspective. Anything on the side is just plain old normal, vertical, horizontal. The last thing I'm gonna show you is how to do brick, okay? People mess this up pretty frequently. So if I'm doing brick on the side of my building like this, okay, I can just draw straight normal lines. And I would just keep doing this all the way down, making sure that my ruler is staying straight. One of my lines got a little crooked there. Okay, it happens. Double check that you're straight. Okay, continue going down. If you make a mistake, fix it. Okay, so I'm going to redraw that line and make sure I'm straight. Okay, so on the side, they're normal. Then I could just go through and put little, okay, just break it up and make a brick. however you want to with your little vertical lines, okay? Now, when we get to the side here, they have to be vanishing lines. So I've got my corner of my brick right here, and I've got my other part of my ruler touching the vanishing point. And I'm just gonna kind of pivot around this vanishing point, drawing my lines. What I tend to see happen is that people will start off drawing this correctly, okay? But then as they start going, they just move their ruler down like this. Is my ruler touching the vanishing point right now? No, it is not. So as you move your ruler, okay, down, you have to make sure you're still touching your vanishing point. Okay. So notice how I'm shifting down, but my ruler is still touching the vanishing point. And eventually I'm getting ready to cross the horizon line here. So my lines will now start going up to the vanishing point. Okay. And I'm just trying to get equal spacing here. Okay, so I'm still touching my vanishing point, just shifting as I go, shifting the back of my ruler, keeping the front of it touching the point. And you don't have to make your brick lines this skinny. I just wanted to show you. You can make stone, you can make siding, all sorts of things. If you want me to show you how to draw something specific, we'll have time for that later on when we work on all these details in class. Okay, and now I would just go through and add my vertical lines and break up my brick. Okay, and then I would finish off these lines, making sure I'm actually touching them. Okay, so that's pretty much how you draw all the details. I'll answer specific questions more in class.